the lensometer. This is also part of ophthalmic instrument, right, which is very useful instrument to measure the present prescription what patient wear, right, because according to the patient complaint, sometimes it is very hard to distinguish the complaint is related with their spectacles or not. So find out the present value or habitual spectacles what patient give you, right, sphere, cylinder, axis, prism. So by using this instrument we can find out, right, which helps in the to find out the unknown power, means the habitual power which patient fear, and the what about or whatever you got from the refraction is getting matched or not. So this makes you easy. According to the manufacturer, this instrument is name is getting changed, like focumeter, vertexometer, refractionometer, vertex focumeter. So in number of name are according to the manufacturer. So just we see the optical part, what actually we do. The theory of lensometer, right, what scene we have got, simply just assume this is a light, right, this is the optic lensometer, inside is already incorporated, or in this, right, lensometer is getting working when the here is light present, right, bulb is already fixed, then here target is fixed, right, target is actually fixed here, right, and target is basically in this form, right, this is a target. This three band, right, gives the about the cylinder, and one single line gives about the spherical value, because when we perform the lensometer, our basic motto is to find out the refractive power of the prescribed lens or patient wearer lens. Already patient have some amount of power which they used, right. So using this target we have find out what actually present in that prescription or that glasses which already patient have, right. After that here simply a strong lens is present, right, and this lens have a two focal, primary focal and secondary focal. Then the primary secondary focal of this lens, right, suppose here, right, exactly here unknown lens we put means those lens we put here, right, which is according to our desire or which we wish to find out their power, right. This strong lens, what they do, this strong lens just simply this ray, suppose this is coming from too much nearer point, and here the ray is diverging for this lens, make the ray parallel, right, and this is simply f, secondary focal of this condensing lens, and this is the primary focal of this condensing lens, right, and this lens is convex, simply just like this. I think up to this everybody is clear. Now as light passes through here, right, and they meet here, and here objective lens is present, and again here there is eyepiece is present, right, and these lens are coincide each other at the focal point, means those lens or these basically these lens are situated as much as system or like that system, their focal point is coincide each other, right, and in between the two lens where their focal points is getting coincide, here is radical is present, here is radical is present, and this radical help us to find out the power prism, right, how much amount of prism is present. Later part we will discuss. Now this is basically eyepiece of the examiner, right, so actually this is the game, and this both lens is act like a telescope, right, this is a f, And now here one wheel is also incorporated, right, which will help us to find out this power, how much power is present on the prescribed lens, which we already have or we got from the patient side, right, here plus here minus sign. This is the principle which work inside the lensometer, right. This is also a convex lens, right, or this is eyepiece lens, means condensing lens, objective lens, right. So this game, right, what actually happen here, I repeat all these things. Light emerging from here, due to too much closure of the light from the unknown lens, it act like a diverging ray, right. This strong condensing lens convert this diverging light into the parallel rays, right. When parallel ray light traveling from this unknown power, right, they come here the objective lens and then eyepiece. What actually happening in between this portion here to here, here is a target is fixed in this shape. These three target, if first time you appear sharp, means cylinder is okay, right. If these are fixed, means a sphere is okay, right. Now how they actually look like, right, and here in between these two focal point, exactly the same they radical intersect are situated in that part, right. So this is a gross idea of lensometer. What actually you see, actually I just rub it this part, right, and I draw the phrase, or not a phrase, basically what we absorb or you absorb as a examiner, right. Just assume radical is also absorbing here or make a scene, right. Just simply assume this is a radical, this is a radical, right. I just use that target in red, right, which is make you more prominent or more contrast to or more visual for you. Just imagine I already told you 3 barb and 1 barb, right. What does it mean? It means simply, suppose if the lensometer is set at 0, no dioptric power, right, focus is also perfect according to the examiner. I discuss this part onto the clinical procedure or setup of the instrument, right, how to fix the focus or how we start procedure the lensometer. Just simply assume if we start doing lensometer, first if the drum powered wheel or power drum is set at 0, right, accommodation is perfect, then we got this type of image, is prominent form, right. If we put unknown lens into the secondary focal point of condensing lens, right, now here I discuss two cases, right. Now here I discuss two cases, I just participated from the dot line. What is the two case? First one, if this is a sphere, both are monovision, right, monovision. If these are a sphere or if these are a spherocele, right, two cases here present, okay. Now if this is a sphere, then it's very easy right. In this form means what, if you are close to neutralize the unknown lens, right, not perfectly neutralize, close to neutralize, it means if you see this type of dotted image, it means you are close to neutralize. You have to being turned toward minus side of that power wheel, right, or power drum to exactly neutralize this value, right. So if you see this type of dotted means you are closely to neutralize. If this value totally neutralize, what you will see, just assume this is not this part, basically this part. If this is first incident, then the second incident you will see simply this dot means perfectly neutralized. What we have to do, just simply take a reading. It means this is a sphere. Oh sorry, here is also cylinder form, right? Then you got the cylinder form. Here take the reading, means the lens is spherical, right? Now you may ask here, what happen, or if I forget which one lens is right and left, you just start simply from the right side lens, then put the left side lens, right? Because the spectacles have a two value, you have to find out the two value of the two lens, which is might be possibility the different refractive error and different power. So you have to find out, first take right, then take left. So using this, I think up to this is a clear. Now if cylinder is present, right, if cylinder is present, I just draw it, I rub it all this part, right, and then I set it into the next part, what actually is doing or what actually going on. A spherocell, right? First case I show you a spherical, now we deal a spherocell. Suppose a spherocell, right? What we have to do, first we have to do, move the drum as much as possible positive side, right? After putting positive side, we have to just slowly being turn the drum in backward direction, right? So as we started drawing backward direction of the drum, we observe this case, means this is a spherical line, means if this is aligned when being turned backward direction, if a spherical is aligned, right, we see this is clear and this is still this is blurred, right? Why? Because this is a cylinder part, a sphere is aligned, okay, take a reading, right? Whatever you got doesn't matter. If you take a reading, okay, now after that, from that position where you align the spherical, right, then again start further more into the minus side, right? Then what you got, the next scene you got, just simply see here, this is getting blurred, a spherical, and this is getting prominent, right? This is getting prominent. Now you take the reading here of this part, cylinder part. Now question is here, how we understand which one is a spherical, which one is cylindrical? Simply I already mentioned you, just turn the drum too much power plus side and then start slowly rotate backward direction, where you first got the prominent side of single line, it means the sphere is neutralized. Then record that line, then starting from move more backward in minus side, then you got three dot line is getting aligned, right? Then this is a minus sign. I think up to this everybody is clear. Now question is how we write. Just simply before going to the point, just assume this is the optical principle middle line, and the two line which is beneath these optical principles, these are the axis, right? So how we write, we have a two option. How? Suppose assume I just give you the two way to how to write the power, right? Simply assume first time when you see the first neutral of this one, suppose just assume you see plus 1.25, right, and axis is equal to 125, right, or just suppose 35-degree axis, right? What about the second? This is the first case, or this is the first method how you write the power, and I also give you the second method how you to write the power, and which one is comfortable or which one easy for you, you can use both of any of them in between these, right? Suppose this is 1.25, this is 35, first time when this is come, right? What you have do the second time, how to write the cylinder value? Cylinder value simply minus cylinder is equal to, right, take a minus, and from 1.25, right, plus 1.25 minus, just assume the second time you got 3 bar which clear prominent at plus 1, right? The second value neutral at the plus 1 means simply we got here, just calculate according to the sign, we got minus 0.25, right? So simply you can write here minus 0.25 deal seal 35, right? This is the one method. What is the second method? First we have to take the reading, right? What you have got, just suppose simply assume if we got here first time clear all the meridian in 0.25 or a spherical value in plus 0.2, right? And the second we got here, we write the first reading, and the second reading we take according to the axis, suppose here 0.50, right? The second axis, what we have to do, simply first write here plus 2, and according to the second reading we have to write the 90, this is a 90, and what we have to do, the cylinder value we have to do for the cylinder value we have to simply just reduce the second reading from the first reading. So minus 0.5 first reading minus 2 second reading, what you have, we have to got minus 1.50 decil, right? So this is the way of second reading by using this, and this one you can both. Now what about the axis? If you don't coincide these things in the center, you just start rocking the cylindrical wheel, right? Then you got here. Now again question you can may ask, if you not able to got this radical sharp, just you have to shift the lens up and down, right, left, right, and shift it, because this is the secondary focal plane of the condensing lens. It might be possibility you are not achieve at the first time, right? What about the second thing? If you want to find out the addition value, just after finding this one, simply shift the lens upward direction. As you simply shift the lens upward direction, basically the addition is the plus form, always plus form, and the spherical value they got at the center, and that just you have to rotate the value more plus side, then you got whatever you got, just write it, right, and then add both value, because addition is near value, and near value means what? If suppose you got after sliding the lens upward direction you got plus 1, it means, or suppose you got plus 3, because this is the total value, distance or basically near vision is equal to distance plus addition, or addition is equal to, suppose you got 3, it means addition is plus 1. Why? Because distance is plus 2 and near is plus 3, it means 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. This is the addition value of that prescribed lens which you got, right? How? Now we discuss what is the clinical procedure. First we have to set the accommodation of the examiner, right? Just move into anti-clockwise, as we same perform the fix the accommodation in the keratometry, 2 or 3 times anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, then we look barb in the keratometry, here we see this radical, if they are looking prominent means accommodation okay. Then fix the power wheel at the 0, then we see, I already saw the picture or draw the picture in the previous minute within a previous session, right? Now we just simply convert, put the lens, then getting blurred, right? After blurring we have to turn the wheel maximum plus side, then being turned back into the minus side, right? When we turn into minus side, we first saw the single line is getting prominent, right? If we got the whole line is getting prominent at the same power, it means they are spherical. If 1 it means a spherocylindrical, then write the first power, whatever which process you want, you can use both, you have a two choice. Then you have used, go more further minus side, then you find this 3 bar which getting again cleared, then write, and after that you are find out the what actually is going happen, or what power is already prescribed, and that prescription, and what you make a new decision just for instruct the patient to give them according to their this lensometer assumption, and what you found by using retinoscopy or subjective refraction. So thank you.